What a difference with the light.
I know that light is
can't get over it.
Okay, hi guys. How are you? We're doing our live. It is Monday, and we just want to say something. We got more followers. All right, Tanya, pull out the calculator. All right, and welcome to our live. We do our lives because you just got to get this warmed up, building this YouTube channel, and we are so excited because I just want to say thank you guys. I have not posted my video this week. I am going to be sharing, and I would love feedback if you guys, come on here later and there's something that you guys need help with. Maybe it's heartbreak, manifesting a business, creating a YouTube channel, getting out there, starting something. Let me know in the comments. And I'm just so happy to be here. I love doing this. I literally love being here with you guys. So, all right, Tanya's getting the numbers. Drum roll, please. Remember, 100,000 on YouTube. We need 100,000 subscribers. Where are we at?
You're at 413, which means we only need 99,000.
Wait, we got to write this down.
You got to write
99.
587.
Okay, this seems like such a big number, right? Wait, we got to do our little.
Our
wait,
picture.
we changed our camera. Oh, that's not dark enough. Okay, so we'll put it. Okay, so there we go.
It is hard to
okay, we need a Sharpie then.
Oh,
okay, so we have Sharpies here because we are at the office.
Here.
Okay, we have a Sharpie. Okay, wait, this one because this will be brighter. All right, so remember, this YouTube channel we are building 100K subscribers, okay? So what have we been doing to get this? Okay, it has been not easy. Okay, let me just tell you guys the truth. Tell you guys the tea. Okay, all right, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
Wait,
much better.
There
you
you
go.
Oh, wait. There we go. And then smile. That's our headshot. Okay, so yeah, that seems like a big number, right? But in reality, it's not, right? Because I'm not saying I'm going to have this in a day. What I'm doing is I'm becoming this person that is at that number, right? That was a good one.
That was
very good. Because if I become that person, I'm going to take action to get there. That's going to shift me. And that's the same thing when you guys are here. So you take actions in your life that are going to change you, even though they're hard to change, because one of the greatest things to change is ourselves. Because we want to blame other people for our lives, or we were like, damn, it's so hard to change. Or like Tanya was telling me something about like the thing that I call the manifestation loop, right? It's like this. It's like an infinity number. So you're really good at manifesting something and you're up here, right here, and then boom, it falls. And then back up, and then you do it again, and then boom, it falls. And then you do it again. So it's like a vicious cycle. So it's like, oh, I'm really good at this. I was able to do this. I was able to sell this house, and I was able to do this manifestation. I was able to do this. And then you're like, fuck, I'm again in the same situation that I was before. So it's like an addiction.
Yeah, in a sense, yeah.
Because you're so good at it, and the feeling is so good.
Right.
And then you drop.
No, it's true. That's really the only way that you
and then you do it again.
Yeah, and then you drop. So it is like an addiction, and that's what it feels like. Because even when you're talking to somebody, like I talk to people I'm close to, obviously, because they don't live here by me. So every now and sometimes, like even when I'm talking, it's like I'm telling you the same thing I told you like a month and a half ago, and I'm in the same spot. I was in a better place, and now I'm back to square one again. How? And it's like at that point, I just have to sit and point the finger at myself. And it's like, I'm doing something. What am I doing that's bringing me back to this place every single time? What can I do different so that I don't end up here again? And this ends that cycle. I have to want it for me.
Yeah, but don't be hard on yourself, though.
No, I'm not hard on myself, but sometimes it's just one of those things that's like frustrating. But I think that just comes with everything. That comes with when you want change for yourself, when there's growth, mindset, healing, all of that stuff. And when you tap into that and you start that journey, you start to pay attention to all those things. Our intuition.
Correct. Our intuition. And that thing that is inside of you guys, it doesn't lie. Yeah, sometimes it might be off, but we don't listen to it enough. And then we go against it. And you're like, shoot, I knew it in my gut.
And I didn't pay attention.
And that's part of the lesson, though. It's like,
it is.
It's like this whole YouTube thing, guys. It is like it's a lot of work. But I like it. I enjoy it because it's like it's helping me become the woman that I want to become. Because something that I noticed so much is like so many people lack the confidence to even show up.
That's true.
Or to even put themselves in the camera or to even speak in the camera because they're so afraid of what people are going to say about them as opposed to showing up, making mistakes, and just doing it, just showing up, right?
Well, right. I think I feel like a lot of this generation sometimes, I feel like, and even coming down to my kids, I feel like everybody's trying so hard to be right and to be perfect. And I think people don't realize there is no right and there is no perfect, but there is room for growth. And we learn from not being perfect. I have to even tell my kids sometimes, like, nobody knows how to do this right the first time. If they did, we'd live in a perfect world. But it takes those mistakes help us grow, and we recognize it when we try and do it again. And when we recognize that thing that led us to that mistake, we recognize it. And that's how you don't repeat the mistake again, because you recognize that feeling that caused you to fail the first time.
That was so good. The feeling. So feeling is what, like, your intuition is that feeling of, like, I feel love. I feel angry. I feel, this feeling. And that's the feeling that either makes you or breaks you, I feel. But if you can overcome that, like fear, like my daughter's friend was talking about, oh my God, I'm so afraid of heights. And I was like, Sammy, literally, I feel like if you went down the airplane, just because of your fear, you would die before and that's how it is.
But it can't be that way, honestly.
Yeah, fear. Or, another one is conformity. Conformity, we're human. And I think something like, there's a study of, like, people would die within like 5 radius of where they were born. Wow. Because of the level of comfort.
Well, it goes back to that same saying too. The worst accidents happen close to home. It's, and sometimes we think, like, how did these phrases come about?
That's right. Because we're not the first ones. You know what I mean? Like, we're not the first ones. I'm not the first one creating a YouTube. I'm not the first one that's trying to build this. There's many of us. And the thing that keeps the ones that did build it are the ones that keep going. And that's the same thing with life. Like the little one, it's like even that drop of water will fill up a bucket. Right. But maybe the faucet won't be open as fast, right? Because then what happens? When you open water too fast, it goes
right everywhere.
It splatters.
Yeah.
But when you put it little by little, it fills up slowly, but it still gets to the top. So that's the message of today. You know what? I want to do 10 great videos a week, but you know what? I don't just want to do it just to do it, because I don't want to feel like this is something I want to, like, I create from my heart, and I truly believe in, like, changing women, changing people to become better. And we were talking about this today, and I was like, you know what? At the core of my message, what excites me is when people send me a message like, hey, what video was that? Hey, what meditation was that? Hey, can you show me that one? Or somebody said, oh, you remind me of like Layla Hermosi. I was like, oh my God, that to me is a compliment. Like, that is fire. That is fire, like fireworks. Because I look up to these people, and it's not that I'm comparing myself to Layla Hermosi. It's the qualities that she has as a person that shows up. It's what I admire. And that to me is a compliment, because I'm showing up. I didn't even think about this. She's somebody that I admire as a business, as a woman, as a young entrepreneur, that I didn't even think that I was even at her level. Not that I'm not good, but I didn't compare myself to that, at that standard of quality of woman she is. So now it's like you have a framework. So now the framework would be like, if you want to be like a Cristiano Ronaldo, a Kobe Bryant, somebody at that echelon of excellence. So it's like you model the behavior
of them,
of the person you want to be like.
Well, if you think about it, that's what they all do. Like, a lot of those athletes or a lot of those major people, they had somebody they looked up to. And it's like I tell my kids, and just anybody, everybody has those capabilities. It's just, what are you doing to play to action? And a lot of those people that you hear, like Cristiano Ronaldo or just any major big athlete, they looked up to another big athlete and they studied them. They watched them. They followed them. Right. Their quality of life, what they fed their body to be that great of an athlete. What exercises were they doing? But most importantly, I feel like that a lot of people don't talk about is a lot of those people also do a lot of mind work. That's their major thing, their IQ, their mind, everything. Their mind has to be right to perform and to reach those goals. And I feel like that's really important. They didn't just wake up one day and say, oh, I'm going to be the next GOAT of soccer or football. They did something. They started replicating somebody and then added part of who they are to it, which made them the next great thing.
And that's what I was talking about in one of the shorts. I said success leaves clues. So you replicate the people, but it's a compliment when somebody says, hey, you're like that person that maybe I secretly admire or didn't even say I want to be like her because that's somebody that I look up to, right?
Right.
But that was a compliment for me that somebody thought of me like that, because that means that I'm projecting that energy or that person as opposed to me saying, I want to be like Layla.
Right.
Right. It was somebody coming off saying, hey, your vibe is like this person. I was like, wow, that is to me is like the highest compliment. To me. It
is. And I think it's an eye opener. And I think that it came at the right time.
Yes.
Because I feel like you have great qualities that you don't always give yourself credit for. And sometimes it takes another woman, man, whoever is watching you to kind of give you that reminder, like you are badass.
Thank you. Or a stranger. You too, you're badass. But it's like, it's different than having them because we work together.
Right. We see each other every day where we have very similar likings, So when somebody just out of nowhere, out of the blue on a random Monday afternoon sends you a message like that, I feel like you definitely needed it, but it's also giving you credit. Like you are amazing. You are great. You are capable. And you're doing great. You changed somebody's life, and you didn't wake up this morning thinking you were going to get that text
exactly
message.
And so that's the thing too, this channel is about being positive and spreading like good positivity. There you go. Don't make fun of my English, second language.
I think it's today.
Our positivity.
Who came in today couldn't talk today either.
Like all over the place. So what I'm saying is like spread that love. It's like if a stranger comes up to you, says, "Wow, you're a really good mom." Like a stranger sees you with the kids, like that's going to impact you differently than somebody that knows you, because you're like, wow, because you're portraying that to somebody that doesn't even know you, right?
Right.
So those are acts of kindness. So it's like if you guys are out there, act of kindness is always going to like ripple effect. If you see something, I always like to tell women like, girl, your lipstick looks hot. Like you are pretty. Like what are you wearing? Because I don't know. Or, what perfume are you wearing? Or you need to give compliments out of a good place, and that's going to ripple. Because that person might not even feel pretty, but because you're a total stranger, you're like, wow, you're so beautiful. You give somebody a compliment that wouldn't even expect it, right?
Exactly. Or you might even boost them up. Maybe you don't know what they were going through. How do you know that they just rolled out of bed today and didn't even want to get up, but then they're going through their own mind things, and you just gave them a compliment and you just shifted their day.
Tea time here.
Yes.
Tea. Cheers to
our tea time.
Tea time over here, our live shoot. I need to be doing videos, but it's all good because
it's brainstorming. Well, this is like your docu series. You're gonna look back on this and be like, wow, this is when I first started.
The humble beginnings.
Yeah. Or the trial and error, and then this is the docu-series to 100K, and
that's right.
What comes after that?
All right. First, we're gonna get to I think 500. There we go. 594. Yep. All right. Love you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and remember, be kind.
Yes.
Be authentic. Be intentional.
Just try a day. I didn't know that either. I'd get in the car sometimes, and you can ask my husband because he always tells me, is there a day that you don't wake up not that I'm in a bad mood, but I'm not a morning person. I'm not your person that's going to open their eyes and be like, good morning. I'm so happy it's Monday. I'm waking up and I'm like, I have to do this, and this. And he's like,
we're doing a live. Let's see.
Have gratitude sometimes. And you know what? When I started practicing gratitude, honestly, it's a practice.
Of course.
But every day I would be driving in the car, and there was times where I'd be like, oh shoot, or I remember something, or I want to be upset, or a driver cut me off, whatnot. And it's taken me some time, but it taught me to shift my thoughts. Even if I'm mad because you cut me off and I almost rear-ended you, I'm like, you know what? I don't know what's happening to you today. Bless you. I hope you have a better day. I'm not going to let myself get upset and ruin my half of the morning because you just cut me off for whatever reason it was. Little things like that. Even just a freaking good morning to somebody as you're walking by and people don't know how to say good morning. or open the door for each other anymore.
So
But if you start practicing
Yeah.
that, you'll see what better day you'll have.
Just like being on this YouTube live.
Right?
It's just, being in the practice. The camera doesn't work, the lighting, the background, I got to change this, I got to make a studio. But you know what? There's no excuse because I'm here to help whoever is there watching. You're freaking amazing. Thank you. We love you. We're going to keep doing this. Let us know what you guys want to hear, whatever we want to teach. Love you guys. All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Let's see. How do we do this again? Let's see. End our live. Okay. Remember, we're learning. We're still learning over here. All right. Thank you, guys. All right. Let's see. End stream. There we go.
There we go.
Thank you. All right. That was awesome.